Welcome to the Product Boss Podcast, where we're dedicated to helping product-based business owners turn into revenue-generating, successful, happy product bosses. I'm Jacqueline Snyder.
And I'm Mina Kunlo-Sitep. Together through digital courses, coaching, and masterminds, we've helped over 50,000 students from startup to multi-million-dollar businesses scale their sales while blending in their dream life.
It gets lonely out there in the product business world. We fully believe a business shouldn't be built alone. There's room at the top for all of us.
So let's get scrappy and creative together, Product Boss, to be profitable, make more sales, and grow your visibility.
Are you ready? Let's dive in. Hey friends, it's podcast recommendation time.
This month, we're all about listening to Another Bite, hosted by John Dick, Jory Monroe, Leslie Green, and Ariel Boswell, which is brought to you by the HubSpot Podcast Network, the audio destination for business professionals.
Each week, they break down episodes of everyone's favorite business television show, Shark Tank. No kidding, this sounds like the most amazing podcast because they offer their own unique thoughts, spin-off companies, critiques, and even talk with some of the folks who pitched the sharks and lived to tell the tale. I will tell you, Mina, this sounds like me just in general when I watched the show.
Yeah, absolutely. We really enjoyed one of their most recent episodes where they discuss Glow Recipe and how they have built a customer-first community in the skincare industry through opening up that two-way communication channel between them and their customers, which, as you know, for product-based business owners is key.
Listen to Another Bite wherever you get your podcasts.
Welcome, everybody. This is our favorite workshop. We say that now that the other two are done, but this one is so great because we really get to teach you what we want you to do, which is unleashing the power of bestsellers and the key to choosing the best products to focus on to help your business grow and be profitable. So say yes if that is something that you want to do.
And we have so many new people here, so we will do a quick introduction to us. So if you do, here's my question to you. Do you want to become a profitable revenue-generating business with consistent sales and more focus? Yes? Getting lots of yeses. Okay, we've got a way.
And this will help three types of businesses. Okay, so and let us know if this sounds like you. Number 1, 2, 3, maybe 2 and 3. Put it into the comments. Okay, are you number 1? Product boss is looking for a way to stand out in a crowd, no matter what the economic or consumer trends. Number 2 is product bosses who need momentum and consistency in their business, right? Do you want an easier way to make those sales, right? Number 3 is experienced product bosses. So experienced product bosses, maybe you're well seasoned in business, but you're looking for easier systems to get your business to work for you, not the other way around, right? So let us know, does 1 and 2 sound more like you, 2 or 3? What is it? Which one are you?
We have a big mix of everybody. Okay, amazing. Keep that coming. All right. So which type of business are you? And we want to let you all know as you're starting this, workshop with us that if you are a physical product-based business owner, you are meant to be here. But these are the businesses that we have helped grow beautiful businesses of their own. So makers and handmade business owners, people who are manufacturers, bakers and food product owners, brick and mortars, such as retailers, side hustlers with full-time jobs, artists, custom one-of-a-kind product owners, and truly anyone with a physical product.
Yeah, so let us know, are you a side hustler, full-timer, and are you maker, manufacturer? Which one are you? And so as you can see, we have lots of people that have also, we're going to go through this workshop. Like Jacqueline said, it's going to be an hour training, but you can absolutely jump into a VIP experience with us. So you were probably offered that when you first signed up. So let us know if you need that link again. But the VIP experience is where people are asking us the questions that they have. Okay. So if you go through this training and you think, oh, I really wish I could ask this question, make sure to jump into the VIP experience because later on today, we're going to be answering all those questions. And as you can see, it's been so much fun. We have hundreds of people in there and we walk away feeling more clear and more, just more ready to take action. Because as you know, action takers are the money makers. And as you can see, Sasha says VIP is the best. So upgrade yourself, friends, so you can ask questions and be a part of that setting because that is where lots of magic is happening.
Yeah, Gina says it's great. Yeah. So if anyone's wondering what that is, and as we continue, you will get extended replay access to all of the workshops and the challenge that's coming up the week of the 13th. You will get that today at 3 p.m. Eastern. We're going live and answering questions. This is where we answer questions only, not within this training. And we have the 5-day bestseller secrets challenge coming up, where you will also get access to live Q&As with us on Zoom every day of that challenge. So there are still 6 opportunities to come hang out with us live and ask us questions about your business, where we can dig in. And plus, there are some other goodies in there as well. So we hope to see you in there, and the team will drop that in. But if you want to still sign up for that, and you're absolutely welcome, just head to theproductboss.com/VIP. It's theproductboss.com/VIP. Yuritsa, thanks for putting that in.
Oh, those slides were backwards. Okay, so this is where it's at. The VIP is joining us 3 p.m. Eastern on Zoom. So you get to be in the Zoom room, upgrade yourself, as I said, to that VIP experience. And as you can see, this is what Jacqueline was talking about, that extended access, the Q&As with us in the Zoom rooms. He's just laser coaching via Zoom. And then, of course, this awesome brand new training that we have, which is the 2023 Trends and Predictions that we're giving you. And then the best promotions template bundle that you can just kind of plug and play with the seasons that are coming out. So if you need promotions for Mother's Day or for graduation, that is where it is at. Okay.
Yes. Okay, so for our new friends here, we're Jacqueline. I'm Jacqueline, and that's Mina. And we are the co-founders of the Product Boss podcast, and the Shop 1 in 5 Pledge. And we're co-hosts of the podcast, which is a top 10 marketing podcast on Apple. And we help product-based business owners like you grow their systems, visibility, and sales to create the life and business that you want, my friend. And we're honored to say that we've coached over 50,000 students in our courses, workshops, and masterminds, anywhere from startups to multi-million-dollar small businesses. And we want to show you what is possible for you and your business using our methods and frameworks. And these are just some of the publications we've been featured in. And Inc. magazine dubbed us the country's most sought after product-based startup experts. Such an honor. And we're so glad to be here teaching you today.
So welcome, everybody. And we're also business partners that are also moms, and we live in different places. So I am in Iowa. Jacqueline is in Los Angeles. And we try to blend all the things together, and we share a lot of that with you. So we are also bootstrapped businesses, business owners, and we'll get more into that. But we wanted to show you that no matter where you are, you're not alone in this, and we are here with you.
So we're going to teach you how to become a profit is key, my friends, a profitable revenue generating business that helps to consistently bring in revenue by focusing on what works. And now this is the final workshop of the Best Year Yet series for 2023, before which you're all automatically registered in. So make sure you're checking your emails, the Bestseller Secrets Challenge that kicks off on February 13th. You're already registered. You just need to show up. And remember, what we're teaching you here is it's all about focus.
Yep. Okay, so a refresher from the last couple weeks, if you've been in the last 2 workshops, and it sounds like a lot of you have been, so bravo. And you've been either showing up live or watching the replays. Okay, so the first week we talked about time, right? Expanding your time and really taking control of your time. And I think we all know that time equates money, right? And then last workshop, we talked about expanding profit, being able to scale that, whether you're a maker, a manufacturer, or brick and mortar, whatever that looks like for you. And we really want to make sure that you put more money into your pocket. So that was really about expanding profit. Now this week, we're thinking about focus. Okay. We're focusing you on being focused. So today we're going to be expanding your consistently and strategically placed focus on needle movers in your business. Okay. How do you get more time? How do you get more money? Well, you do through focus, and we're going to be teaching you exactly that today.
Okay, so remember, this is Pareto's principle of the 80-20 rule. Now, let me know in the chat if you know the 80-20 rule, you know Pareto's principle, but this is how Mina and I apply this to product-based businesses. 80% of your revenue comes from 20% of your products. Now, this is how you easily scale. So instead of throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping something sticks, more of you are like, if I make more is more. And if I make more things, then more people will buy from me. That's not true. And that's how you spend a lot of money in Hobby Lobby and not putting it and keeping it in your pocket. So we want you to keep it simple, seller. Now, this does not mean more product. So I want you to imagine scaling your business by going deep and not wide on your best sellers. It is hard to grow when you're making tons of different types of products. More products takes more money, time, and energy. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Spending money in Hobby Lobby. Yeah, we've got a real good reel on Instagram about that one.
Yes, because the thing is, it's a myth, right? You get caught up in that. You think that more product equals more revenue, and the opposite is actually true.
Yes.
Okay, so how do you do it, friends? How do you generate consistent and steady sales month over month, right? We talked about time, we talked about um, profit, and now we're going to be talking about consistency through focus, okay? Consistent sales through focus.
So we're going to talk about diversification.
And
So
that's
what
how
we
you do
want you to
it.
yes. So
Yeah.
what we want you to do is think about diversification of your best sellers onto more marketing channels for consistent eyes and visibility. Right. So what does that mean? That means once you know what your best sellers are, let's say you're a candle company and you know that 8-ounce candles in floral scents are your best sellers, then you think about that and you go with that. Let's say you're a jewelry company and you make rings and bracelets and earrings and necklaces, but you know necklaces sell way more than all the other bits. Your necklaces tend to be your best sellers. We're talking categories. It doesn't have to be like the black t-shirt, right? Like it doesn't have to be one specific thing. It might just be t-shirts. So when you think about that and you could take your best sellers and get them onto more marketing channels for more consistent eyes and visibility, it starts to actually create more ease. Now, the other side of this is diversification of your best sellers onto more sales channels for consistent revenue, right? So if you see these eggs right here, there's that one, which is your mainstream of your eyes and money, right? A lot of you can all tell us where your mainstream is. It could be Etsy, it could be in person, it could be wholesale, it could be Instagram, somewhere like that, right? That's your mainstream. But now imagine taking your bestsellers, those eggs, and dropping them into more baskets. That is diversification, and that is where you can scale with ease.
Right. And so, as I want to reemphasize, so you make sure that you understand, how do you generate consistent and steady sales month over month? Well, you do it through diversification. And just like Jacqueline said, you put your bestseller eggs on more than one platform for marketing and more than one platform for revenue. Because here's the thing where you're going to get confused. Lots of times people will throw out that word diversification and we get confused in that, right? Because then we start thinking, I need more product, I need to diversify. But do not, my friends, do not get caught up and confused in service based advice. When they say you need to diversify, they are talking about kind of that whole spaghetti on the wall sort of scenario. For us, we're talking about not more products, more is not more, and not more energy, because wasting more energy, more money, and more time on products, that is a service based idea, right? So we want you to diversify your best sellers onto more platforms for visibility and marketing and onto more platforms for revenue, not doing all the things everywhere. Now, let me know if that makes sense and say, yes, that makes sense. And we want to help you stay focused.
Okay, so this is our framework. You're going to see us present this to you in a few different ways over the next couple weeks. And this is inside of your workbook. Okay. So our framework is systems, visibility, and sales, SVS, and all the different things that we teach, especially within our program, Multi Stream Machine, about different ways to improve your systems to scale and grow your business with ease, different places to make sales using your bestsellers. So again, diversification, and same with your visibility, which is also considered marketing. So, what do you want them to do with the worksheet?
Yeah, with your worksheet, just start taking notes because we want to open your mind up to what you need to be working on and how to stay focused. So, as Jacqueline said, we'll be going into this framework in the bestseller secrets challenge. So let's just put a pin in that because, as we said, we'll be going over that how systems, visibility, and sales works together. Right now, I want you to open up your mind to our version of diversification because that is the way we've seen small product businesses go to multi-million with less effort. Okay. It's not by throwing all the things at the wall. It's not by listening to service-based advice of everything everywhere. It is focusing on what's right for you. And we'll go into that more in the challenge, which is so much fun. But right now, let's play around with this idea of diversification using the 80-20 rule of bestsellers like we've taught you in the last couple workshops.
So, first, you think about diversifying your marketing to multiply your visibility. So, how many people here their main marketing channel is social media? Instagram, Facebook, TikTok,
Or you
perhaps.
think it is. I feel like
Yeah.
everybody thinks that that is the end all be all or the thing that they need to do in order to reach more money in their pocket.
Now, let me know if you email, like if you consistently email at least one email a week. If you email, write email in the comments. I'd love to see how many of you out of like there's almost 400 of you here live with us. Let's see if that's happening. So here's the thing, okay? Okay, someone says
Right.
Etsy ads. Some people are doing
Yeah.
social and email. I'm proud of you.
Oh,
70%
awesome.
of traffic is IG. Okay. So
Perfect.
here's the deal. So many of us say social media because it is, we're so fortunate in this time when Mina and I started our businesses, when I started my fashion brands, there was no social media. Like this was, I had to do it the old school way. But now we have this access to people through social. Now, the thing is what if you took your best sellers and you focus on marketing those through email? Through improving your SEO, which is search engine optimization. And for those of you in VIP, you got the trends and predictions. And you know, one of the biggest trends and predictions that we go deep into within that training that we have for you is collaborations. That is going to be really big, especially in 2023. So this is where you can diversify your marketing for more visibility. And it's
Yeah.
we don't have anything here about paid ads, just so everybody knows. We're very much about organic marketing to start.
Yeah, we sure are. So I want to kind of show you the contrast of what Jacqueline was talking about, right? So most people will come in and they'll be like, "Ooh, I need to diversify, so I need to make more product to see what sticks," right? But what we're telling you is you take your best sellers and you diversify your marketing. And we get the question of, "But how do I do that?" Because is it more social media? And we tell you, no, it's not more social media unless that's really working for you. It's other ways of diversification, diversifying your marketing channels, which lead to more eyes and then more sales by talking about your best sellers. Email, social media, search engine optimization, collaborations. Those are examples of what we teach our students to get them that diversification in their marketing channels with more eyes and easier ways.
And then we also want you to diversify your sales channels to multiply your revenue. So a lot of you said, let's say in person is your best channel. And so in person, and you're making a few $100s a month, maybe a few $1,000s a month, maybe, tens of $1,000s a month. I'm not sure how big your business is and how many in persons, but let's just say that's where you're making money. And you start to use our method and framework of really honing in on your best sellers. Now imagine taking those best sellers and scaling. And so you want to take them and let's say you get them on your website and you really focus on bringing your best sellers to the forefront and you drive traffic to your website. Let's say you decide Amazon is right for you. It's not right for everybody, but let's say you do and you put your best sellers on Amazon. And then let's say you go wholesale and you start to approach retailers and you drive it forward with your best sellers. Because remember, retailers want to buy what people want to buy. They don't want to buy like the stock that's just going to sit on their shelves. Now imagine, I'm just going to talk about adding one new revenue channel. You're in person, but you start to take on wholesale. Let's just say. Now imagine you're selling to other stores and now you start to make $200 a month on wholesale. Then it goes to $1,000 a month. Then it goes to $2,000 a month, right? Maybe you're making 2,000 in person, you've got on wholesale, you're making 2,000 there. Now your business is making $4,000 a month. But it is not by making all the things and trying to sell all the things to all the people in all the places. It's really staying focused and being known for something.
That's right. Staying focused. Because imagine, lots of times, how many SKUs do you all have? In the last couple workshops, people have said they've had 2,000 SKUs, 150 SKUs, whatever it is. But if you focus on your best sellers, like Jacqueline said, and you're in person, and let's say you bring that to wholesale, as she was saying, and you say, these are my best sellers. I know these sell all day long, all night long. Then that is what you focus on. Because the thing is that it's a win-win scenario then. You're able to speak clearly and be known for that for wholesale, and you're able to make them money, you're able to make yourself money. And it's not by doing more products, it's by simply focusing, which is what we're teaching you, right? 1 million SKUs, somebody
1
said. Yeah,
million
it feels
SKUs.
that
Look at
way.
this. I
Yeah. And
know. It's so
how can you
overwhelming.
sell how can you sell 1 million SKUs? Because it's just like trying to chase, a whole bunch of shiny things instead of focusing on what makes you money at the end of the day.
And I want to give a really, really quick example is when you have a million SKUs or 400 SKUs, or because these are numbers I'm getting from people, right? 60 SKUs, even depending on how you present them to your customer. I want you to think about Ross. I know a lot of you here might be from you're out of the country, but think about a store like a big box store that has a lot of product in it that's like discounts. So if you think about shopping at Ross and you're going to the clothing section, is it Ross? I think so.
Yeah, Ross
Or like
Dress
it's
for Less. Is that what it's
yeah,
called?
Ross, let's say,
Mhm.
or TJ Maxx or something. And you know how the clothes are like so tight and you're like trying to get through the rack. And if your kids are there, you're like, God, can you guys just let me like search through this rack? And you're holding a coffee and it's hard to like push through and you're like, forget it, I can't do this. Like you really have to have the energy to find what you're looking for versus when you go to like a really, a higher end store or I don't know, even if you think about like Macy's or Nordstrom's, you think about a nicer store, even like a level up to Nordstrom's rack, you look at it and they actually have sections where it's like, oh, those are the skirts and they're all in one color. Those are the tops and you can see how you can wear them together. I want you to think about that experience that you have in real life and then think about your experience for your customers when they are trying to comb through 400, 600, 1 million SKUs. They don't know what to buy. They're going to get overwhelmed and they're going to leave. So what we
Yeah,
really want you to do is make it easy. Your customers want you to tell them what to buy. And so we're
right.
helping you here by focusing on your best sellers because people are like, well, what do people like? Well, they like these. Okay, cool. I'll buy that too. Does that make sense?
And I will tell you the reason why TJ Maxx and Ross is successful is because they are keywords big box, meaning they do sell everything to everybody, right? That's experience that you know that you're going to get. Does that work for small business that doesn't have as much resources? Absolutely not. Unless you have $1 million, then that is going to be a really hard way for you to grow by buying and making all the things for everybody at a discount and cramming them into a Ross style experience. Okay. So whether or not you like Ross or you love TJ Maxx or whatever, they are big box and you're a small business. And so it has to feel a different way. Okay. So I wanted to re-emphasize what we're telling you here, which is there's those two easiest ways, as we said, for you to generate consistent, steady sales. So who wants consistent, steady sales? It's by focusing on creating multiple ways to market and creating multiple ways to sell. And you use your best sellers. Okay. And that is how you scale and grow your business with less effort.
And you bet that what we're teaching you is going to help you be profitable. It's
Yep.
not like when we share these numbers with you, they're going to come up and you're going to be like, but wait, is that profit? Is that all the money they made? Like, are they even profitable? Our students, especially our students in multi-stream machine, learn how to be profitable. And we give them all the tools to get there. So the ones that we're sharing with you, you bet your bottom dollar they're profitable. And that's what we want for you.
Yeah, we don't want you just to be busy. We want you to be profitable so you have money in your pocket. Because what is the point if you're doing all this work and you're not getting, more money in your pocket to take home? So here's some
Yes.
ideas and use your workbook as well that we gave you that you can start writing these ideas down, okay? Because we're going to really fold this into the challenge that you are all, that you will have next in the next couple weeks with us. So how do you create ways to market and create those eyes, right? When Jacqueline and I interchange the words visibility and marketing a lot because it's the same thing. You're creating more eyes on your business, right? You're multiplying the ways that you market and show up in front of your customer. And this means marketing channels for visibility and more eyes, right? Because more eyes leads to more sales. And we'll get into that even more. And we do it with your best sellers. So here are some ways that you can tactically do that immediately. Okay. So, number one is tell your product stories repeatedly across your social media platforms that resonate with your customers right now. Right now. So, they don't want to know about anything unless it's relevant to them right now. So, make sure that when you're talking about your bestsellers, why do they need your bestsellers for spring, for Mother's Day coming up, or whatever it ends up being, that when you can get your product top of mind and they start associating with what you're known for, your best sellers, with why they need it right now, that is what makes people buy. Okay. That is what connects the dots for them. Second, you highlight social proof. Social proof meaning reasons why other people have bought, reasons why other people have loved your products. And you highlight social proof of your bestsellers via email. We love email at the Product Boss. We tell you all start building your email list. Even we all start with one. So, don't feel like, oh, I only have 10 or only have 15. We've all started with just one. Could be your mom, could be your grandma. That's where we started. So the thing is, you start with one and you keep building that email list. And we know people who make tons of profit and money with a very small email list. So don't let that stop you. Okay. Then another idea would be to find people to collaborate with you on your bestsellers to start with, meaning that, types of collaborations might be via social media or even pop up vendors or whatever it is. But start with your bestsellers because that way you already know that it clicks for people in your brain, in their brains of why, of what you're being known for. And then you start with, instead of, sometimes people are like, hey, can I collaborate with you? And can you post about this on social media? And you can pick from my 2,000 SKUs. Well, guess what? They don't even understand or know anything about your 2,000 SKUs. Ask them to choose from your best sellers. Okay. And last and certainly not least, clean up your SEO, your search engine optimization, your keywords on all your marketing and sales channels, like your website, your Etsy listing, your Amazon, whatever that looks like. And our students, we teach them step by step how to do this, for SEO, social media collaborations and email. So, this is what you should be doing, and the how is really what we've taught our students.
Okay, so we're going to share a few stories of our multi-stream machine students. Now, this is our signature program, and you will all have the opportunity to sign up with us in the future in a couple of weeks. But here's what I want to say. This is Dana and Aaron of Race Ready Obstacles. So they make Ninja Warrior tools to basically build your own obstacle course. Yeah, equipment. So basically that in the middle, and that's their best-selling bundle. So this is what they said to us. Or they needed more, and this might be a lot of you, they needed more potential customers to know their business existed and to get them to become paying customers. Does that resonate with a lot of you? So when they signed up for Multi-Stream Machine, they decided to go to the SEO module, which is search engine optimization, to learn how to pull customers to their websites. Now, the way that we teach it is very different. It is not like techie SEO where you're like, I can't do this. It's a very different perspective on this, and it works, which we're going to share with you.
Right. So it's not SEO for you to be a blogger either. Okay.
Yeah.
It is. Yes.
Yes. So they use SEO as a backdoor for customers to discover their business, and it reinforces the brand and creates values for their customers with a blog. Now, again, the way that we teach blogging is very different. It's our multi-stream machine students are using it and it's working. So here's some of their results. So in 2021 or in 2020, before they joined Multi-Stream Machine, they made $43,000 that year. After they joined Multi-Stream Machine, they basically doubled and they went to $88,000 that year. Now we got a message from Dana and she says, taking a photo of my computer screen, it's a little blurry, but I started implementing SEO for Multi-Stream Machine in September last year, and look at the increase in the organic traffic. Coincidence? I think not. Thanks so much for everything. So if you could see here on the screen in September, you see how they were really low. Well, by the time they hit basically October, 30 days later, they had 485 organic visitors per month. How many people here want almost 500 organic visitors to land on their page a month without having to pay for ads, without having to drive people from social media and Instagram, right? This worked for them and they were able to double their revenue. It's just absolutely incredible.
Yeah, they made certain tweaks. And look at this. This is like, if you ever watch a Ninja Warrior, this is that ramp people have to jump up and to hit the button when they're done. That's how steep this, went up. Right. So the incline. I'm a fan. That's how I know this. So for all of you.
Hey friends, as a product-based business owner, you're probably just starting to feel a little more rested, a lot less burnt out, and you're ready to use this slower season to work on your business.
Exactly. It's the perfect time to be working on your business instead of in your business, so that you can make sure you're well prepared for your next busy season.
So as a product-based business owner, it can be challenging to make sure your business and your team are aligned on a shared mission and goals for this year.
But with HubSpot CRM, you can keep your marketing, sales, operations, and customer service experiences in sync and on one powerful platform that grows with your business and leaves your competition in the dust.
Now, it helps you capture leads, boost sales, and engage customers, all from one powerful platform. Tools like a unified customer contact record, help desk automation, and customizable reporting make it easy to ensure your business is running seamlessly.
Which means you can spend less time managing your software and more time doing what matters most to you, connecting with your customers, designing or making products, and fulfilling orders.
Learn how HubSpot can help your business grow better at HubSpot.com. Hey friend, I'm going to interrupt this episode for a second because I have a really important question to ask you, Product Boss. Have you ever noticed how some people in the product space are just known for something? It's like their customers know exactly what to seek them out for because their products stand out that much because they've become known for something. So for all my 90s kids out there, think Juicy Couture tracksuits or the Nike running shoes or even Nespresso coffee machines. Meanwhile, you may feel like you're cranking out products left and right, but nothing is landing. Am I right? And we have to let you in on a little secret. Successful product bosses know that in order to truly scale their business, they have to focus on what's working. It's not about making more products and throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping that something sticks, right? More is not more. More is just draining your bank account. More is just making things that are sitting on the shelves not being sold. Because what it's really about is being known for something and going all in on those products. If you're wondering how to do that, well, we're here to help. This is exactly what we've helped thousands of students do in our free Bestseller Secrets Challenge. And we'd love to invite you to join us inside of it. We're going to help you uncover your best sellers so that you can go deep instead of wide and maximize the opportunities that are already right in front of you. We want more money in your pocket. We want more profit, okay? And this is how you're going to get it. So guess what? No more doing all the things to grow your sales, no more endlessly creating products, and no more wondering and guessing what your customers want to buy, right? Imagine being really focused. All that ease. So it's time to tap into your best revenue opportunities. It's 2023. Let's lean into what's working in your business so you can stop doing all of the things. And again, we want to invite you to join this free challenge that starts on Monday, February 13th. So head to bestsellersecretschallenge.com and you can get signed up for free. Again, head to bestsellersecretschallenge.com and we'll see you inside.
So diversification, right? That's a word, diversifying through focus and visibility. Alexandria said, I joined MSM this time last year and my biggest month was 1K. I've had an average of 11,000 months since then. If that tells you anything about investing in your business and education, it's imperative. Actually, you know who this is? This is Eugenia. Yeah,
Yeah, so
Eugenia
this
Kids.
is Eugenia Kids. And so she sells kids hair clips.
Hair clips.
So she was making $1,000 a month before she joined Multi-Stream Machine. She joined, and now, and the point when she sent us this, she was averaging $11,000 a month on children's hair clips.
Her. So this is her, I'm pretty sure. I did 21,000 on January. I mean, she's killing it. I just ordered from her. They're such cute stuff. I got ones that said best friends, one for my daughter, one for me. You know, you wear each one. So cute.
It's Allie at Eugenia Kids. So amazing. But hair clips for children. And now she's worked with us for a really long time. And so think about that, right? She could have said it's hair clips for everybody. Well, now Mina can wear them, but Eugenia Kids is in the word and it's driven towards that. So it doesn't mean that other people can't buy from you, but she knows what people want to buy. So just because she's got kids there doesn't mean she started making necklaces. She's sticking to hair accessories and she's making $21,000 in January. We were so proud of you.
Awesome. So good. Thank you for being here, by the way. So as you can see, more eyes, as we said, more visibility should lead to sales. Okay. And we put your ducks in a row, your marketing ducks in a row in order for you to make those sales, because we don't want you just be marketing willy-nilly. We want you to be marketing to be more profitable. Okay.
I'm still like floored that she made $21,000.
I know. Isn't that amazing?
I'm so proud of you. Like, thank you for dropping that into the chat. Okay. So we want you to create multiple ways to sell. And that's how you get consistent revenue. So Allie, if you want to drop in sort of a couple of the things that maybe you did and implemented from Multi-Stream Machine to go from $1,000 to $11,000 to $21,000, I think that would be so amazing to know. But we want you to multiply the ways you sell. So your sales channels with your bestsellers. I kind of mentioned that a bit earlier. So you could get started selling your bestsellers on an additional platform. We call them other people's platforms. It could be like Amazon, if that's right for you. You can also try out different business models like wholesale, and you start with your bestsellers, right? That you know sell well. You can also have your bestsellers featured on your website clearly and consistently. If I were to go to your website right now, would I know what your bestsellers were right away? And we want you to try out local and in person, establishing yourself with the bestsellers. Are your bestsellers said that they're bestsellers? Are they in the front of your booth? Does it say bestsellers? Does it say customers love these? Right? Because when people walk up, they want to know, well, what should I try? Like if you're ever testing something, tasting something, smelling something, well, what are your best ones? Oh, people love these. And that's the way to sell more.
Yeah. I don't know if this happens to you, Jacqueline, but even when I walk around our local farmers market here in Ankeny, Iowa, I live in Iowa, as I had mentioned, there's this one, like even apiary that's always there. Like they make honey, but they sell all kinds of stuff. And I want to just tell them, you focus on your creamed honey. Clearly, this is what people are waiting for, you know? And so
You don't just coach people at the farmer's market.
I try to, but then I have to
Just
go into
kidding.
like slides of like why they should listen to me, and I can't do that. So, um, so that's have you all walked through like a in-person market or craft market or a farmer's market even and felt like, gosh, they could really grow if they focused on this. Okay. So same sort of idea. You start to now that we've opened up that lid to you, you can start to see how it actually really works.
I think this is Allie. I just changed the focus to bestseller because I changed to focus on bestseller because of you. And then this one. So Allie worked on emails, which we teach inside of Multi-Stream Machine, which is our signature program. Wholesale, so growing her platforms, right? Because she also does really well on Instagram. You could buy, she's got a Shopify site and reaching out to warm leads. It turns out you have to tell people when and how to buy your stuff over and over. 100% true. This is not passive.
Over and over and over, consistently over and over and over and over. I love that.
All right. So we're going to share a video with you on a student that focused on bestsellers on more platforms. And this is Annika of Hey Mavens. And she said, I was going to make $30,000 a year and now I make $150,000. And this was actually like a couple years ago because I think she's approached $500,000 now. But this is right after she joined Multi-Stream Machine.
Like didn't really get into Multi-Stream Machine for a couple months because I was still sitting in that fear. But basically in June, I was like, okay, I have to do something. So I started digging in. So in June, I made $2,600. And then in July, after implementing, I made $11,500. So it was such a relief because I think I also realized that like I am capable of that number. Like I kind of thought like, oh, I'm never going to get over 5 figures a month. Like that's just not possible for me. And so once that was unlocked, I was like, oh, I can do this every month. Like what, there's nothing holding me back. It kind of like unlocked something in my mind. Like I finally like turned that switch in my head where I was like, oh, I am good at business. I can make this amount of money and it's okay. I'm allowed to do that. That was a big thing for me. It was just kind of even just getting the permission to succeed.
I love that.
So good. The permission to succeed. We give you all permission to succeed the same way that Annika had it.
And you should give yourself permission as well. Okay, I love this one because guess what? Erin is in Iowa with me. So this is Erin of Simple Purposeful Living. I also like to share her story, not just because she's in Iowa, but also because she doesn't have that many SKUs. So I want you to understand this works for people with a lot of SKUs just by focusing. It's not to say that you shouldn't sell other things. It's for saying that, remembering that 80% of your revenue will become from 20% of your products. Okay. So that doesn't mean you only just sell the one thing because somebody had mentioned, the honey example. And I'm just saying that honey things should account for 80% of their revenue. Okay. So for Erin, she sells only 3 products. Her main product is that she focuses on her meal planner. She sold her planner on her website, but wanted to grow faster and bigger. When she joined Multi-Stream Machine, she dove into the Amazon module because she felt that was right for her, right? And the website module to add more visibility and sales to her business, all while juggling her 4 small children. And as you can see, this is after she joined Multi-Stream Machine. She said, I finished the month at $16,700. Plus, I had added $1,900 in ads. So disregard that because she also makes money through advertisements on her website.
Like a blogger.
Yeah, like a blogger. But the $16,700 was, and she said, it's our best month to date for the business. And she mainly focuses on that meal planner. So as you can see, whether you have a lot of SKUs or a certain amount of SKUs, it requires focus no matter how many SKUs that you have. Okay. So excellent job, Erin.
Going back to Annika, the video before, she sells handmade lingerie. Now she's scaled it. It's still all handmade. It's just not made with her own two hands. She has a brick and mortar retail shop that she actually expanded into a bigger shop. And she sells in bigger quantity because she's got makers for it. So she does have more SKUs, right? She does have like different versions of bras, different versions of underwear, different versions of teddies. But when she figured out what the styles were that people bought, she made variations. So that is someone with a lot of SKUs that did really well and had a $12,000 month within 30 days of signing up for Multi-Stream Machine. Now, the flip side to that is Erin, who manufactures these journals, right? Only has 3 products and made almost $17,000 in a month after Multi-Stream Machine. So we just wanted to share all these student examples with you because a lot of you are going to say it's not possible for me because XYZ, but all of these stories are proof to you that it can be done. And that's what we want to make sure that you know.
Right. And done through focus, my friends. Believe us, it is possible. As you can see, we're proving it to you with every single story we share to get you lit up because everybody is so amazing. And believe us, it is possible.
So we're going to share another testimonial. So you can change your business and your life in just 2 weeks. So this is Cassandra who signed up last time. So in September of last year. And this is what she texted us. This is really literally within 2 weeks after signing up for Multi-Stream Machine. I'm not going to lie. Multi-Stream Machine is really giving me confidence in running my business. And that is really what I first and foremost need, right? And then we said, what's happened? And she says, I'm getting more organized. MSM is a game changer. Wholesale has been me focusing on my best sellers. And I set up some email sequences to them to remind them to order. And it's been helping. My reorder rate is 18% right now. And the goal for this quarter is 20%. So I'm well on my way now to having actual focus on wholesale. I had 0 plans to sell on Amazon and now I'm getting ready to launch. So this is what she said, got another $700 today. So here's what it is. In 2 weeks, she made $2,000 with 2 wholesale orders in less than 2 weeks. Okay. Who wants to add an additional $2,000 from 2 wholesale orders in less than 2 weeks? She makes dog collars. So This is an incredible result that I don't think she even expected to happen that fast. But I will tell you, most of you, it starts with your confidence first.
And equipping yourself because you get that confidence with clarity and equipping yourself. And somebody had asked, I'd like to see one of a kind and artist ones. Last week, we gave you examples of one of a kind. So watch that replay because we showed you Nicole of Pet Portraits by Nicole. And then in the previous week, the first week, we showed you Amanda Lee of Amanda Lee Designs.
Yes. So here's Michelle. And Michelle makes little girl twirl dresses. These are all manufactured overseas. And she earns more and works less. So this is an update we got from her after joining Multi-Stream Machine. Wow, what a year. What started out as a side hustle when I was at home with my 4-month-old baby has just grown into something bigger than I could have ever dreamed. When the pandemic hit, I was at home with my 1 and 4-year-old and it was tough. But it was also my outlet to work on, take my mind off of things and have something to be proud of that I accomplished. My goal this year was $120,000 for this year. So 2019, she made $11,469. Now, Michelle was one of our very first students, so we know her business well. She was making t-shirts and onesies and tutus and twirl dresses and mommy dresses and all the things. Well, when she signed up for Multi-Stream Machine in 2020, she ended up hitting $85,693. She focused on her best sellers, which were her twirl dresses, and she made variations of those. She dropped the other stuff. Now in 2021, she made $344,777. And that's after commissions were taken out, right? And that's 4 times what she did in 2020. And in 2022, and we were updated by her recently, she has hit $1 million in her business. And it's Ollie J is the company.
I want to show this too because it's they're having conversations. Hey, Jennifer. So Jennifer just joined Multi-Stream Machine in September. Okay, so that's a side note for everybody. She's a handmade artist and she's an MSM. The first year she made $500. Second year she made $32,000, and last year she made $140,000, mostly going through Bestseller Secrets Challenge. So how amazing is that, right? I mean, I've been thinking about this best year yet. And everybody, it's not too late to start on your best year yet. So your life can change literally in a year. I think we all know this, right? So thank you, Jennifer. That's amazing.
Amazing. All right. And this is Jalicia, who actually just signed up for Multi-Stream Machine last week. Samina, do you want to read this one?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I got to get my glasses on, Jalicia. Okay. So she says, "Hey friends, I'm new to the group as of yesterday. So literally it's 6 days ago, 7 days ago. I saved up and joined Multi-Stream Machine after missing the opportunity in the last 2 rounds. I recently started a bracelet shop called Suddenly Boutique. Same name on the IG. I've been binging on the Product Boss podcast for 3 months and decided to get back to basics and push the item that was selling best for me after the class yesterday. My bestseller is a very basic beaded bracelet that I decided to offer in bulk orders for party favor bags, bridal parties, and to stick to or just to stick
And
their
just their store. The
yeah.
store, probably.
Okay. Through this item, though this item had really good sales within a week of posting it, I didn't have faith in this item because I figured it was so basic that anybody could make it themselves, or nobody would really actually want it beyond the 30 or that they had already ordered from me. So I deactivated it from my Etsy store about 3 months ago. Silly, I know. I'm still fairly new to working towards legitimizing as a business, but I decided yesterday I needed to get serious about myself and just realize all of the doubts and the what ifs and fear. Well, I reactivated the item yesterday and added an even bigger bulk option. Okay, so she took action immediately because action takes so many makers. And surprisingly, I got, and this is just after she started MSM course. So this literally 6 days ago. Surprisingly, I got my biggest Etsy order for $250 at 3 a.m. this morning of this exact item. I only made a little bit over double this amount the whole year. So I'm going to kind of skip through to what her results are because I think I can condense it from this comment that she made. Jalicia says, I took action immediately after signing up for MSM and I made one sale per day since then. Previously, I was making just one sale every 2 weeks, if that. So as you can see, as Wayne Gretzky says, you miss 100% of the shots that you never take. So Jalicia sounds like she had shut off her Etsy listing, didn't know where to go, didn't know what path to take, didn't have the confidence to move forward, joined Multi-Stream Machine, flipped that on, was equipped, and started making sales immediately, making one sale per day. So super, super amazing. I want to make sure and this happened within less than 24 hours. I just know MSM is about to change my life. You better believe it. I heard
she
signed
up last Thursday. So that night it means she changed it. And she made $250 the first night that she signed up. And then has made a sale every single day since, right? Jalicia, you're here. So you're welcome to say something because I saw you said that. So, and this is on Etsy, and we don't even teach Etsy, but we have examples of students that have crushed it on Etsy, including Rachel Dunn Jewelry, who just take what they learn inside of this program and then apply it to the places that they're selling. And it's just unbelievable.
And money loves speed, right? That's what we know. So Jalicia took very speedy action, didn't let it stop her that she thought at one time that, nobody's going to buy this big amount of, $250 worth. And that was her limiting belief. And turns out, absolutely, yes, they would. And they did it at 3 a.m. their time. So that's pretty amazing.
I love it. Thank you. And anyone else that has updates for us, because sometimes you all tell us your results here live with us. If you're a Multi-Stream Machine student, keep letting us know because it's so exciting. We want to celebrate you. All right. So this is, a lot of you are asking, how many modules. You can always check out the modules at multistreammachine.com. But here's some other just impressive results. Shanti said, I've only worked through one module so far, but in the last month, our Amazon income has more than doubled what it was last year at this time. Lindsay says, I just surpassed $10,000 in sales on Fair today. I even had to pause my shop last month. I was so busy, but so grateful for the pricing module to make sure it's priced correctly. So I was making money and not just being busy. So someone asked if we teach about pricing. You bet your bottom dollar. It's literally one of the first trainings you get. Stephanie says, in Q1 and Q2 alone, I've surpassed my revenue from last year. Next step is $100,000. Jenny says, I've been in business for 13 years and I have never seen anything like MSM. I wish I had this when I started. Diane said that she made back her money after investing into MSM within the first month. First thing I did was work on the pricing module. looked at my prices of my best sellers, including increasing online free shipping threshold from $75 to $119. Focus on bestsellers online and in person and kiosks. I had to streamline my systems and processes, and now I'm hitting consistent multi 5-figure months. And I also added one more revenue source, which is a physical kiosk. So we can keep reading and reading, but we have another really exciting video to share with you.
Hit 6 figures, and I fully attribute that to the help that I got with MSM, which is amazing, and just like the confidence that I got. It didn't feel attainable to me at all in January, and by the end of the year I was like, oh, I'm actually going to do this.
I've almost reached $1,000 in sales in a few weeks, which I had never had before.
My sales for the year are up significantly, up 33% from last year, which is a great increase. Even more so considering that I had a baby this year.
My year-to-date sales are at $7,600. 87.5% of my sales came from the last 4 months. And that is 100% because of this program.
Yay. We haven't seen that video. That was awesome.
So good. So many of you are asking about multi-stream machine and how to get in it. And we might give you an opportunity today to do that. So give us 1 sec. But what we want to do is just talk to you we want to kind of wrap this up and talk to you about leaning into your best sellers. So when you lean into your best sellers, you feel like you're creating a clear vision for your business and pulling your ideal customers in. You will also feel like you're becoming known in your industry and bringing in consistent revenue. So we want you to be known for something and referable, right? Like, oh, beautiful beaded bracelets. Oh, there's this great place you can get them. You can get a pack of them. You can buy them from Jaleesa, right? We now know how to refer her. You are also able to save costs on your raw goods along with your finished goods. Why? Because you're buying the beads for your best sellers and you're not buying, chain for necklaces that nobody is buying from you. Your processes become easier because they're repeatable. So those of you that are like, I can't possibly make more. How do I train that? Well, eventually you're able to train a process. Your stories are easier to tell and your social proof is easier to establish. And these are your best sellers. And this is where you focus. Does that make sense?
And does that feel relieving, right? As shout out to all my fellow introverts out there, right? Your stories are easier to tell and the social proof is easier to establish, right? You're asking people for the results because you know what sells, you know what does well, and you know what is profitable at the end of the day, which is amazing. So now it is your turn, my friends. We wanted to prove to you it's true that you can do it as well. It is your turn.
Yes. So the ways that we help you on multi-stream machine within our signature program, there's sales channels and platforms that our students grow profitable businesses on. So we help them direct to consumer through their websites, through wholesale, through Amazon, through other people's platforms like Etsy or flash deal sites, through in-person, on social media, and with brand ambassadors and affiliates. And typically they start with one and then they grow their bestsellers by adding on additional streams of revenue, right? It might be one and then you test it and then you add the other one. But the cool thing about multi-stream machine is when you sign up, you get instant access to all of the modules immediately. So let's say you're watching this and you're like, I have to do my pricing. You could jump into the pricing module immediately. Or let's say you're like, everyone said emails is working. I need to jump into emails. We actually teach you about emails and you can jump into the email module and you get forever access to multi-stream machine's core content. And there's an incredible Facebook community that's 24/7 answers to your questions because everyone in that community is so generous and giving. So this is truly a program that grows with you and that it's a tool in your tool belt that you can keep coming back for more.
Yes. And I love this Estee Lauder quote because it is, I want to kind of give you all the nudge for this, okay? She says, I have never worked a day in my life without selling. If I believe in something, I sell it and I sell it hard, okay? So we believe in you. We believe your product can make you lots of money. We believe that you can do it if you give yourself the right tools. And what do you need to do? You need to sell that product. There is a customer out there for you. It's people need and want and desire your product. And then you go out there and you sell it hard. Okay.
Now we say that it doesn't mean you have to be salesy, but you need to tell your customers what to buy. You need to know how to sell. So we want you to share what marketing or sales channels or platforms do you want to start to diversify your business on? And so some of you are startups, right? Some of you are just starting and maybe you've never made a sale before. What is the first place that you think you want to sell? Or if you don't know where you want to sell, then it would be helpful for you to get into a program like Multi-Stream Machine, or you may hear us refer to it as MSM, to help you decide what the best options and opportunities are for your business. Yeah, so drop that in. Email, Amazon. People are talking about Amazon. And we teach Amazon FBA, Fulfilled by Amazon. We don't teach Amazon Handmade. We don't necessarily recommend that one. Wholesale, amazing. Getting more traffic to your Shopify site. Great.
Perfect.
Some great answers.
I love it. So now you know what. We've taught you the what by focusing. If you want to know the how, you sign up for Multi-Stream Machine, okay? And we're going to give you a little recap of what we've gone over, because we could talk about diversification all day, okay? That's how much we love it. Diversification that helps you focus strategically and consistently. That's what we want you to do. That means creating multiple ways to market, which is visibility with your bestsellers, and it's creating multiple ways to sell. That means consistent revenue with your bestsellers, okay?
All right. So this is the Product Boss method. In the first workshop, we taught you how to build your ideal work week. Then the second workshop was scale, outsource, and optimize to grow your business. We've also taught you about focusing on the 20% to generate 80% of your revenue and leaning into your bestsellers. And that's going to be within the challenge on the 13th. Now, when you sign up or join Multi-Stream Machine, you come into our community and you work in our program. This is where we're really going to help you create multiple streams of revenue and help your customers know your business and refer you to others. We're going to help with your visibility, which is marketing. We're going to help you improve your system so you save money, put more money in your pocket, and less products on your shelves that aren't selling. And this is where we're going to, you're going to get more eyes and you're going to sell more with ease. And this is how you become, as Jalicia said, a confident business owner that has a profitable revenue generating business. Now, the doors are officially opening on February 15th, which is to the public. We have tens of thousands of people on our email list. We have, 4 million downloads on our podcast. There are a lot of people waiting for them to open. But for those of you that are here with us today, we're getting so many messages about, hey, I want to sign up. Do I have to wait? Like, I know the doors are opening. So who here is excited and wants to sign up? Because I want to tell you that we are opening the doors again today for you. For those of you live, because I know each week you're kind of like, but I want to have Jalicia's results in the last 6 or 7 days to start making a sale a day. So if you are ready and you want to sign up, you can learn more about it and go to multistreammachine.com. We'll drop it in the chat. And what's going to happen is when we open the doors on February 15th, there are going to be time-sensitive bonuses. Meaning if you sign up in the first 24 hours or 48 hours, there's going to be bonuses. When you sign up today, you will get access to all of the bonuses that are offered. If you take the pay in full option, there is an additional bonus. And here's one more thing that we threw in to those of you now, and almost 50% of them are gone. The first 200 people that sign up for Multi-Stream Machine in this round are also going to get, what are they getting, Mina?
A secret swag package. So you'll get the delight of opening up to see what it is, because it's secret, because we wanted it to be secret, just like how we're opening this up in secret to all the people that sign up live. So you will get that in the mail from us, and we're super excited. So those are, like Jacqueline said, almost halfway gone. So make sure that you sign up, and we will get that to all of you that have signed up on these, that showed up live with us. So congrats to all of you for snagging that up. And yeah, don't wait. There's no reason to wait, because even as Cassandra had said, she made that money in 2 weeks. Jalicia made money in 1 week, actually she made money in a day, actually 24 hours, because she made a sale every single day for 6 days. And so, you might just have to wait 24 hours to get some money in.
So this is incredible. So already all of you, a bunch of you have decided to take us up on this really early access to Multi-Stream Machine and the swag. Remember, this first 200, and we're starting to run out of those. So be the first before we open doors on the 15th. There will be thousands and thousands of people there. And so we want to make sure that you get that. So Bernadette and Jean just signed up. Yay! Or Jenny. Melissa, Dominique, and Leslie just signed up. So welcome to Multi-Stream Machine. Super proud of you.
Oh, welcome everybody. Make sure you sign up while we're live so we can shout you out and welcome you in.
Yes. Okay. So, and if you're on the fence, let us know. Now, a lot of you are asking us about the VIP option. If you want to sign up for Multi-Stream Machine and come join us in the VIP, we have MSM students in there as well. This is an experience solely for the workshops and the challenge. And you can upgrade yourself if you decide that this is the first place you want to go, which is at theproductboss.com/VIP. So we're going live at 3 p.m. And this is where we're answering all those beautiful questions. You just said, oh God, I just did it. Who is that? Jessica and Sasha just signed up.
Yeah, I put up Sasha's. Welcome, Sasha. Welcome, Jessica. Amazing. So glad
Kim
to have
says
you
I'm on
both
the
in
fence.
there.
Canadian exchange bites, but I will tell you that 2,000 Canadian dollars that you make will be, you know what I'm saying, or 2,500 Canadian dollars that you make is 2,500 Canadian dollars in your bank account. We have Christina Guy here, who's the hotel sheet. You'll hear more of her story next week. But Christina is out of New Zealand, so the dollar is, you know, very different than the US dollar. And they decided to sign up last year at this time they have a sheet. They were making sheets for betting. And they had only made $50,000 in a year up until that point. And they were making all sorts of things, getting pulled every which way because people were like, oh, you should make these sheets in pink and blue and green and blah, 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 blah. Well, they took this bestseller workshops and challenge and said, you know what? We're going to make white sheets. That's what we want to be known for. Those are the sheets you get at hotels.
Sign up
that is
for Multi-Stream Machine, even though her husband was very skeptical. Very skeptical.
Very skeptical. And,
quoted as being that.
So she felt reinvigorated and reinforced from the free challenge and workshops, signed up for Multi-Stream Machine, and hold on to your hats, my friends. So they signed up this time last year. By September of last year. So imagine today, it's February 2nd. So let's jump to the end of September of this year. They had their first $100,000 month, and they've had $100,000 month every month since then, including January. They're averaging about $104,000 a month when they'd only ever made $50,000. Now, she said she's working 3 hours a week, like 3 hours a day. That's right, 3 hours a day. Her husband's like mental health and has eased because it's not as stressful. Their business is operating differently than a lot of yours, but I just want to show you proof it can be done. That imagine at the end of this year that then you're having $12,000 a month, $20,000 a month, $50,000 a month, $100,000 a month. This is 100% possible. And we have so much proof of it from these students that we're surprised at when you share it with us here.
In an easier way too. It doesn't take more effort or more product. It just takes focus and strategy and how to do it. So you're, like I said, money loves speed. So it's speed of implementation, right?
And Erica said he won't be mad at you when you take him on vacation. And actually, that's what she told us. They went to Portugal for the month of January. They still made about $80,000 without having to do anything while they were enjoying vacation with their family. I mean, he can't even believe it. So it looks like Heidi just signed up, Catherine, Stacy, and Rachel. Welcome,
amazing. Welcome. And just remember, it's a tax write-off too. So I just wanted to say that as well. Okay. So everybody, reminder that coming up, because this is the last workshop that we have for this series, but what's super exciting is that you also get courtesy access into the Bestseller Secrets Challenge. That starts on February 13th. So mark your calendars for that. We have thousands of product bosses attend, and it is so much fun. So I'm going to go quickly run through the days of what you'll be learning that will really stack up into like imagine piles of money. Okay. So day 1 is discover your untapped opportunities. Day 2 is create your best offers to take advantage of your bestsellers. Day 3, now this is the biggest day. So try to show up live on this day. Tap into a plan to boost your sales, increase your profit, and grow your business. Day 4 is grow your business with more ease. And day 5 is amplify your bestsellers and get the word out. So that is how we're going to enjoy the entire week of Bestseller Secrets Challenge. And it is by far our most popular one and the one that people make just tons of money through just by even showing up.
Yeah. So good. Thank you for being here and listening all the way through the Product Boss podcast. If you love our show and it has helped you in any way in your business, would you mind doing 2 things for us? Subscribe to the show so you never miss an episode and leave us a review. Reviews help other product entrepreneurs know that this is the place to be to grow their businesses and realize that they're not alone. And we know that you all know that a 5-star and honest review helps you sell more products to more people. So you know that your reviews help us reach more listeners around the world. Remember, what we give is what we receive, and we are all about helping each other in the Product Boss community. We are all in this together. We would be so appreciative of you if you could take the time right now to subscribe, leave a review, and even share this episode on social or someone you know so we can impact more lives. And remember, subscribing means that you will get notified each time we release a new episode so you never miss a thing. You have helped us grow and climb into the top 10 of all marketing podcasts, and together we can keep climbing. Thank you, friends. And remember, there is room at the top for all of us.